what's going on?
Oh man, them Cowboys trash, huh?
Oh, did you see the game? Did you?
Um, a, a little bit of it.
Oh man, they're terrible, dude. And then
I kn-
their fans
yeah.
were talking playoffs and Super Bowl and shit, and blaming the old head coach. These
Oh,
guys are. I mean, my Jaguars are terrible, but these
uh,
guys are very bad.
I mean the Bills lost before that. I seen that, but yeah, man. The quarterback, no more Prescott. It's pretty much a wrap for them. Their defense is trash. Cardinals did their job. I lost the fantasy game. I lost it.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, that Murray got like 30 points.
What's up, Goose Sports? I never seen Goose Sports in the comment section. Have you?
Yeah, what's going on, Goose Sports?
He's an LSU fan.
All right.
Uh, you know, I don't know what to say about the Cowboys, man. And you know what? Murray didn't even play that good a game. He was like 9 for like 24. He only completed 9 passes.
Well, he got 30 points.
Yeah, because he's running it. He's running
All
it.
right.
That's what I told you. Motherfucker run the ball. Runs that shit and threw 2 touchdowns, three
Mm.
touchdowns, I think he threw.
Well,
Hey,
whoever that,
I'm 5-1.
you're 5-1 in your fantasy.
I'm
I
first.
know that I got. I know that. Shit, man. I had that fucking my game all wrapped up, but the fucking that guy had the running back for the damn Cowboys, and he got some points too.
Oh yeah. Well, let me
I'm
post.
3-2. I think you're gonna win this fantasy draft thing, man.
Who?
You are.
I don't know, man. You see what I'm doing here is I'm getting my team ready for the playoffs because the playoffs
Yeah.
are like week 15 and 16
Hmm.
and 17. So the good teams are going to take their starters out.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is I went and got the rookie quarterback, the best one,
Hmm.
because they're going to be out of it. I got him and Minshew. So late in the season, those two are going to be throwing for a lot of. They're going to be throwing while other teams don't do shit.
Yeah.
I haven't even had my best player hasn't even played this year. Thomas for
Hmm.
the Saints.
Yeah.
He's only played one game.
Hmm.
I had him.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's all about luck, man. It's all about who you play a certain week, and if that guy has a like, look at that Titan guy. He sucked all year. Now the motherfucker scored like 150 points.
Yeah.
It's all about luck. It's all about who you match up with, and
Uh,
does their player
Yeah.
go a
I
week.
had the Asian kicker, and he got me 20 points. The one from the Falcons.
Hmm. But yeah,
It's who's hot or who's not that week.
it is. I can't fucking text this link. I don't know the link.
Uh, just go to the comment section and copy paste.
But I gotta send it in text. Oh,
Copy.
there's Cal.
Yeah. That's Cuddle Dog right there.
Cattle dog. Are you there? Cattle dog there?
Yeah, he's there. I just don't know if his microphone's working.
I think he's at work.
Oh, okay.
I know it must feel good to put the beat down. What do you think the Cowboy fans are thinking right now?
Oh man.
I haven't seen them on Twitter in a while. I mean, I didn't pay attention to YouTube video
Do
making.
you think the Cowboy fans are thinking about tanking?
They might. Shoot. They get a quarterback. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Prescott. Let me ask you: If would you pay Prescott 40 million a year?
I don't know how good my connection is because I'm on the freeway.
Cattle dog, are you there?
I don't know how good my connection is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. So,
I'm on the.
how bad are the Cowboys? How bad are the Cowboys?
Oh, they're horrible right now.
Do Do you think that the Cowboy fans want to tank now?
um. Well, they're not going to be able to tank to get past the Jets. and whatnot. So what good's it going to do them? They need to try to go ahead and win that division at 6-10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can't tank because the whole division sucks. You
Oh, that's right.
you got the Giants, you got the Eagles. They all one of these teams has got to win this division. I mean, I don't know how that's going to happen.
Ay, ay, ay.
Man, this is going to be bad. Man, they're going to one of these teams is going to get a home playoff game in the wild card.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pitiful, and I think it's going to be at 6-10 myself.
You think 6-10?
I think 6-10 is going to win that division.
I just want to know, why is Murray only 9 for 24?
Well, in my opinion, I think his mechanics have been off all year, and he's sailing passes. He's overthrowing everybody, and his accuracy has just been for shit. I mean, he missed 2 bombs that should have been, touchdowns
Oh, that
because he
early one
just,
with the Isabella was wide open, man. Holy cow!
yeah.
I think the second one, Isabella ran the wrong route.
But
Yeah,
I was telling Bo, man, if you're doing that fantasy football league, Murray's the right guy to have. Though he got 30 points on that
Because
fantasy.
he gets yards with his fucking feet, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. The only reason he's better than Minshew is because his legs. It's the only reason.
well,
Or
when we get this offense all figured out, man, it's going to be trouble for the rest of the NFL.
Because I'm watching 3rd and short. They're using Fitzgerald over the middle. I mean, man, it is going to be scary. You got Hopkins. They got the Cowboys had to double team all night long. You got to double team him. You got to worry about Isabella going deep in the slot. Like I said, Fitzgerald is the possession guy. Man, this offense could be scary. Got the pieces. But how about
And
I wasn't. This is the first time I watched the Cardinals play. I wasn't. The running back position is where my question mark is at.
Drake has been missing holes. I think he's been trying. Well, the first couple weeks he was trying to bounce everything outside, but the last couple weeks he's been sticking it up in there. Finally got one to break late in the game.
I don't think.
But
I think this team passes the run. They're not doing your old school run the pass.
well, our best blocking tight end is on the shelf right now, and I think when he comes back, you'll see a lot more 2 tight end sets out of the Cardinals like we were last year.
Yeah.
How about that pass, Michael Gallup? Just how does he miss this pass before halftime? He doesn't know how to put his hands. I mean, this guy, Dalton threw a nice.
That ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage too. You know that, right?
No, wasn't it? It was a good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good ball from Dalton. I was like, man.
Well, it got tipped by the D line just enough to affect it.
Cow Dog, if you were a Cowboys fan, would you pay Dak Prescott $35 million?
They're gonna have to pay Dak.
You think so? You don't think?
Yeah.
What if Andy Dalton plays decent?
They still got to pay Dak.
Because it's not. I'll say this: the Cowboys' offensive line looked like trash. I mean, the Cardinals almost had a fucking safety there. I don't know how Dalton got away. I have no clue how he got away from that safety.
We should have had like 3 or 4 more sacks, but Dalton just wouldn't fucking go down and kept getting rid of the ball.
I don't know how that linebacker dropped that pick. I think it might have been first, second quarter. Right?
Oh, that was a pick 6 too.
Holy cow, man! He was all by himself. Holy.
I know. I think we left 16 points out there.
I think you guys could have scored 50. I think we should have scored 50.
Yeah, we should have hung a 50 burger on them.
The Isabella should have been a touchdown. If Murray could get his accuracy up to about 60%, 65, that thing is gonna be scary. If he gets into that Aaron Rodgers range,
Don't forget he missed Larry in the end zone too.
mm. So are the Cardinals a playoff
He
team?
missed Larry in the end zone too. Yes.
Are the Cardinals a playoff team?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
You got the
Yep.
Seahawks. You got the Seahawks. You got the Rams. You got the 49ers. You think they can? I don't know, Cattle Dog. You really think this team can beat
The
Seattle?
NFC West put 3 teams in. Uh, well, we're playing them next week. I called PCG Square Lips out. I'm gonna get her to cam up. You watch.
No, you're not. I think the
Yep,
Joker.
I got juice. That Joker didn't do shit. Fuck all that. A-Bomb didn't do shit. I know she's been watching, dude. I just know it.
You think so?
Well, Jermel Mullen says in the comment section, 7 and 9 could put a West team in the.
No,
Oh
he's
no,
talking,
I'm not, East. Yeah, East.
he's talking about Cowboys. Well,
Yeah, the East team. Yeah, East team in the playoffs. Yeah.
what's going to be interesting is the NFC West because that's a tough division. Like I said, 4-2 Cardinals. What's the 49ers? 4-2, 3-3,
No, they're 3-3.
3-3. What's the Rams? 3-3,
4-2,
4-2. What's Seattle? 4-2.
5-0.
They ain't lost a game yet.
Nope.
I think they did.
No, they're undefeated.
Really, man.
They're 6-0. I'm pretty sure.
Man, I don't.
But we're 2-0 in the division.
It says
Yes.
you see Dalton and Jerry Jones don't want to pay one of the best gunslingers in the league. The franchise is toxic. Dak, get the hell out of here and hire New Orleans, Indy, or New England. Who do you what? Okay, Cow Dog, as a non-bias here, right? What do you think is wrong with the Cowboys? Because they blamed it on Garrett. Garrett's gone. Same roster. They're worse now. What's the problem? Is it Jerry Jones?
Well, they are hurt. They are hurt bad. But even if they had everybody back, I still think that coach is outdated. Their defensive coach is outdated. The game has passed both of them by. And Dak has had a lot of garbage yards where teams are just, playing prevent defense.
Oh man, I don't know what's wrong with the Cowboys. Like every year they get all the hype. They got big name players, and every year they choke. They choke. Let's be honest. If Jimmy Johnson and Jerry got into the feud, this franchise has never been the same. Yeah, they won one more Super Bowl, but they've never been the same.
Well, Jerry's the huge problem. His ego gets in the way.
Mm.
That's quite obvious. And I don't pay, a lot of attention to the Cowboys, but from what I see, Jerry Jones is a huge issue.
Yeah, but why do their fans get all gassed up every year? Like Super Bowl. This is shit. They ain't been to the Super Bowl since what, 98?
25 years.
Holy, when I was a kid,
96.
were the shit.
96.
I mean, when I was a kid, the Cowboys and the 49ers were like the fucking shit.
Well, a lot of those Cowboy fans live in the past,
Uh, 7 says right now the problem is no O line and the defense is bad. Yeah, you're right. 7.
Yeah.
We're 6-2 against the Cowboys in the last 8 games.
He says they paid D Law $100 million and he's a bust.
Blue Sports says Jerry has been the problem ever since he fired Jimmy Johnson.
They need to let Zeke go. Save some money and draft Najee Harris. Oh man, could you imagine?
Uh,
How about that fumble Zeke had
Pollard
last?
ran the ball better than Zeke did.
I like Pollard. I like Pollard a lot. Man, I wish the Jaguars had
He
him.
ran the ball better than Zeke did last night.
Zeke fumbling the fucking ball. Wow, man. If you would have told me in the '90s, in 25 years, the Cowboys are gonna be just never win, like they're basically like the Miami Hurricanes, and I would have told you you're crazy. Like they're gonna compete every year. Slim Shady Kane, what's up, Bunk?
what's going on, Slim Shady Kane?
Oh, look at the desert. Look at this view that Cow Dog is giving us. The good desert of Arizona.
That's in Arizona. So, where you driving to work?
I'm trying to get down south to some of my tracks.
Yeah,
All right.
face. You don't want to break that camera.
Nobody wants to see my ugly face.
Cow Dog. The way you talk, you got a
Yeah,
lot of women. Shoot.
the
So
Hey,
way I
Slim.
talk, what?
you got a lot of women.
That's just because I got a big dick.
Oh man, oh man.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that was a good one.
Damn, I'm
Hey,
doing fucking 83 miles an hour and I got motherfuckers on my ass.
Then get out of the fast lane.
I'm trying. I'm trying to pass a big ass fucking 18 wheeler.
So if
uh,
PCG comes back, do you think you can get her back or what?
Yeah, I'm the cat dog, dude. I got juice.
I don't think
Look
you.
at all last year. Look at all the 49er fans I brought out of the woodwork. Fucking Big Thizzle. Fucking, I just got that knack.
I thought I liked her videos. I thought she had entertaining videos.
And plus, I'm egging her. You know, she ain't gonna tolerate fucking a boob fucking claiming that he ran her off. She's not gonna accept none of that. You
Kreuzberg.
watch. She'll
Hold on,
be camming up. You watch.
uh,
I got a comment here. All right, Kreuzberg. I apologize. You were right. Clemson was the better team. They will beat the shit out of Miami,
oh
and
yeah,
I will admit that you were right.
yeah. We crowed up to that.
We are not back.
Damn, they
Uh,
crushed fucking Georgia Tech. What a
uh,
fucking
Oh,
shitty game to watch.
three! Holy cow! The spread,
uh-huh.
what? Oh man, I forgot. 42 the spread was, and I was like, man, are they gonna cover it? Fuck yeah, they did.
Well, let's talk about the Virginia game real quick. Do you think we cover the spread on that one? What's the spread on that one?
I think it was 10, 10 or 11. I think. Yeah, I don't
We
know.
should cover the spread on that.
I don't. I'm not betting it. I'm done betting the Hurricanes. Mm.
I
Uh,
don't gamble no more. I'm done with that degenerate fucking shit.
degenerate.
No, sure.
How was that degenerate?
Cause it's
It
just
gives you reason to
throw.
watch a game. Okay, like last night, I should bet the Cardinals. But you know what I said? Because fucking old Gilbert, he fucking put this shit on my head in my head Sunday that the Cowboys are gonna make a run with Andy Dalton. And I said, because it was a pick 'em. The game was a pick 'em, and I said I should bet on this game because then I'll have a reason to watch it. And I won't turn it off. And fuck, by halftime I said, fuck, I should have bet this game. I fucked up. It it gives you a reason to watch a game. And you know the Big
Yeah,
Ten starts this week. The Big Ten is playing football this week.
I went to the pub last night and there's 5 or 6 Cowboy fans in there chirping and fucking talking smack. They were all fucking pissed off and leaving by fucking halftime.
Well, I see that Slim Shady Kane is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. And what's going on with your Buccaneers there, guy?
They won.
Oh, they won. I'm
Yeah,
getting confused with yeah, yeah.
beat the shit out of the
They
Pack.
got they got the best defensive coordinator in the game with Todd Bowles.
I agree.
Mhm.
They fucking shut Aaron Rodgers down Sunday.
Oh yeah, they upset it. Yeah, but man, you know what? For some reason, since that old Brady trade, I get the fucking Patriots and Buccaneers all confused. I bet every week €10 on win for state. LSU made me some money, but now I have one free game left. Then I have to pay the $10. Are you?
Hey, in Europe?
You live in the United
Are you in
States?
Europe?
€10. Yeah, I think he lives in Europe or something. €10.
Goose. Clemson. Here's Shady. Here he is right here.
What's going on, Slim Shady Kane?
All Tampa's doing is winning, sir.
Yes, you know what? I got all confused with the whole Brady Patriot thing. Yeah, I know that y'all upset the Packers.
Now, a lot of people said something about them losing to New Orleans first game, but I called that in the offseason. I said they're not going to
Mm-mm.
jump time for that game.
How about the Bears game? How
Bears
did
got a good
Brady
D.
not
There's
know
no doubt about that.
that? Hmm?
I mean, just look at how the game turned out. It was a defensive fight both ways. Bears didn't do nothing on offense, neither did Tampa.
Bet the Bucks that game. It fucked me.
I don't bet Tampa or Miami. I
Mm.
can't do it.
So let's talk about Miami. You think Miami covers the spread? 10 points?
They should. I mean, Virginia's a good defense, but you saw what they did against Pittsburgh, and I think that's a better defense.
Mm.
Let me ask you: do you think Pittsburgh, Slim Shady, will play Notre Dame tough?
Yes. I don't
Oh,
think they can score because their offense it is what it is. I mean, they're not running up the score. Even before they lost their quarterback, they're not running up a score on anybody. But their defense can keep it close.
I see some ACC people calling upset on this game. I don't
Wouldn't
know.
surprise me. That's an overreaction to that Louisville Notre Dame game.
Yeah. What happened to that game? What the heck happened?
Somebody had a brain fart.
Yep.
Man, I thought that would have been a high scoring game.
Well,
When does Louisville ever play low scoring games?
Louisville ain't that good this year.
Jackson was gone.
In the comment section, Virginia is not that bad, but 10 is possible. Yeah, this guy lives in
I'm
Berlin,
in
Germany.
I'm in the flats now. Look at the difference. Nothing but fucking farm fields.
Well, Virginia's got a good defense, but literally all they had on offense was Bryce Perkins last year. He's gone.
Let me look at these spreads here. Let me tell you what you think. Let's see. Wisconsin, Illinois, 19.5. Is Illinois better? I don't know yet.
Illinois is terrible.
Think they're still terrible? Here we
When
go.
have they ever not been terrible? The only person to ever make that Illinois look good was Nick Saban his first year at Michigan State.
Here we go. Here ACC. Georgia Tech, Boston College, BC minus 3.5. Who would you take?
Georgia Tech.
You would take the points.
Yeah, because I think Boston College's offense got exposed this past weekend. Because I had a bunch of people trying to tell me Boston College had a good offense with that transfer quarterback from Notre Dame,
Yeah.
and they only managed to put up 14 points against Virginia Tech.
All right, here we go. Florida State, Louisville. Louisville minus 5. I think I would take Florida State.
Yeah, I think they found their quarterback.
Unc, what do you think here?
I don't know. Florida State.
I think +5 Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State's offense looked pretty good last week. The last 2 weeks, actually, I'll give them credit. Against Notre Dame, too.
And I called that upset against North Carolina.
So you don't think North Carolina's the real deal? We don't have nothing to worry about.
Well, I ain't necessarily saying that. Sam Howell's okay, but Mac Brown is now 0 for 7 lifetime against Florida State. Florida State, he's got some bad juju with them, and it just is what it is.
Here we go. Alabama, Tennessee. This is your neck of woods, Slim Shady Kane. Alabama -22.
I'd take 35. Shit.
Bama might put 60 on the Vols.
You don't think Tennessee might come out and have a good game here?
They let Georgia beat them twice.
They did. It looks like a Miami thing right there.
Hey, and for all the Miami fans that I've heard bitching about that Pitt game, I was happy.
Yeah,
because they won.
I was worried, Slim Shady. I was worried we were gonna fucking take that loss and lose this game. I was really concerned about that.
Yeah,
I was too. That's why I was happy that they won. I don't care how they did it. I wouldn't have cared if they won a 3-2 game. The fact that they won, because perfect example. Look at those 7 years in a row that we lost to Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
What happened after that game?
Collapse.
Lose.
Collapse. Yeah, usually the big games we can't get it together and we'll like lose 2 or 3 afterwards. Yep, it's a total collapse. But we rebounded. It was very impressive. We rebounded off the Clemson game. Let's see what we could do with Virginia.
Yeah. Kreuzberg says Tennessee is not as bad as everyone thinks, and Bama will not cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Tennessee's bad, but Georgia very well may be the best defense in the country.
You think
their defense is good? Ain't no doubt about that. The only problem with Georgia is quarterback, and unfortunately, Miami shares that same problem. Because for as much better as De'Aaron King is, he's what? Honestly, he's like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
How many passes were batted down in the Clemson and Pitt game because he's short?
Oh. Well, let me ask you something, and I've been asking a lot of Hurricane fans this. Do you see any comparisons to King to Rozier? I mean, King's a lot better, but is it the same thing, but just opposite? Because you know how Rozier would underthrow the ball, now King overthrows the ball. Or do you think it could be just the wide receivers that are making King kind of look a little suspect?
I don't think it's either one exclusively. I think it's a little of one and the other. Now, whether it's 50-50, 60-40, I don't know. I'm not going to claim myself to be a football expert. I never have. But, you know, like for instance, some of the picks could have been avoided. I mean, those balls were intentionally underthrown for the receiver to come back to them so it doesn't get picked. Well, when the wide receiver doesn't come back to him like he's supposed to, you know, it's kind of hard to blame King on that.
Oh, and you said something.
Well, hey, guys.
All right, go ahead.
I got to go back to work. I'm in my first track, so.
I appreciate it, Cow Dog.
You have a great day, Cow Dog.
I got to head out.
Appreciate
it. All right.
All right, you said something very interesting, Slim Shady Kane, and I didn't even think about that. And check this out, Bo. You know how hurricanes haven't been relevant for whatever 10 years, 20 years maybe, or maybe 15 years. Slim Shady said when Alabama wasn't relevant, there was no social media to point that out. Was that correct? What you said?
Yeah, when Alabama was down from 94 to 07, YouTube wasn't what it is now. You didn't have Facebook. And same goes with Georgia. They were down from, the mid 80s, 84, 85, all the way until Mark Richt got there in, about 2002.
Mm-hmm.
LSU wasn't a powerhouse. He's right. A lot.
Yeah, I never really thought about that, about the whole social media thing. Now, since
Well,
it's
that's why,
social media, the limelight is on us.
yeah, exactly. It just seems worse because, now everybody's on YouTube hearing about and talking about, Alabama over the past
Mm.
10 years.
I mean,
That's yeah.
just go back to like 95, 96 after we got probation, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were terrible. We were 5-6 that year. Played all these freshmen, and the only people that I heard say that we weren't good was Miami fans because we didn't see what the rest of the country was saying. We didn't see it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you had Sports Illustrated. That was about it for the time.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN was nowhere near what it is today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I like to refer back to that time. This is the one thing that annoys me about a large portion of the Miami Hurricanes fan base. When shit doesn't go right, they're ready to fire somebody in 5 minutes.
Mm.
And I always like to refer back to that time because all the Miami Hurricane fans wanted to run Butch Davis out of town for about 5 minutes.
They even flew a flyer. They even flew the thing around.
Yeah, they did.
How wrong were they?
They were wrong.
I mean, honestly, I would have a lot more respect for Blake James if he just come out and had a press conference and said, "Hey, shut the fuck up. We know what we're doing around here."
Mm.
I'd been like, "Okay, do you think, boss?"
And I mean, Hurricane fans are right about Golden though with the airplane banners.
And Golden was given plenty of time. Golden was given 5 years. They
Yeah.
ran Mark out of town way too fast.
Well, no, well, Mark Rick resigned.
They ran Mark Richt out of town.
Man, it was bad that year. This last year there.
Blake James folded to everybody on the internet in 2018. Much like Manny folded to everybody on the internet at the end of last season.
Well, I got a question for you, Slim Shady Kane. Let's say, hopefully, let's knock on wood. I got wood right here. Hopefully, okay. So hopefully we don't have a collapse. But if we do have a collapse, we lose three in a row, 4 in a row. Do you remember last year's FIU loss? Because we blocked that out. The FIU loss, the Central Michigan almost coming back to beat us, the horrible bowl game. Does all those memories come back?
No, because here's my thing. I don't care what any coach does year one. To me, year one is a wash.
Mm-hmm.
And especially as bad as the offensive line had been bad since Brad Guy was quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And people tried to point to the fact that Manny got the defense turned around as quickly as he did. It's easier to install a defense than it is an offense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier to turn around a defense.
Yeah.
But just as a general rule, I don't care what you do year one. They could have gone 0-12 year one. Fine, it is what it is. And I pointed to this a lot too. Nick Saban's first year at Alabama, their record was worse than it was the year before he got there. And that tends to be the trend if you go back and look at coaching changes. Gus Malzahn, his first year at Auburn, was worse than the previous year. And on and on and on. Kirby Smart at Georgia, his first year was worse than Mark Richt's last year at Georgia.
Okay, so what about year two? I mean, we're what, 4-1? But what if a collapse happens? You still give Manny a third year? I mean, we're stuck with him with the contract, but when do we say fire Manny though?
To me, it's 5 years.
5 years? But what if it's 5 years of bullshit?
I mean, you got to see what they do.
But
Hmm.
hey,
I mean,
Slim,
look at it like this. Look at it like this. Nick Saban is a Hall of Fame coach. It took him 3 years to turn Alabama around and win a national title.
Mm.
You expect Manny to do the same thing in his first head coaching job?
Mm.
hey, but Slim Shady, I mean, Florida State fan base before that North Carolina game, I had one of their fans text me. I forgot what game they lost, and he said White Mike isn't it, and I said, how can you do that already?
Hmm.
I mean, so their fan base is just like ours.
It is. And they, to me, they pulled the trigger too quickly on Willie Taggart because here's
Hmm.
my thing. For as bad as Willie Taggart may be, he saw the problem year one that he was trying to be head coach and offensive coordinator, so he hired an OC. Okay, the man's making right decisions. Why are you going to run him out of town 5 games later?
Mm.
Now, they lost some of those games because of Kendall Briles. And that's just what you get when you hire a young offensive coordinator sometimes, especially ones that like to run a whole lot of plays in their games. They don't know when to slow the game down. And I'll give you a perfect example. If Kendall Briles had slowed that game down when Florida State got the ball back with 5 minutes left against Virginia last year,
Hmm.
instead of a quick 3 and out, well, they gave Bryce Perkins the ball back with over 4 minutes left
Man.
and lost.
Well, don't you
And
think that's a problem with a lot of, I know we all like this fast-paced offense, but don't you think sometimes these fast-paced offenses, when they throw 3 times and it's 3 incomplete passes, it's like giving the defense no break?
it is. And that's something that I voiced in the offseason would be my concern. I said, if you're running 3 plays real quick, you're still going to wear out your defense like last year.
Mm. Man, I just want to win the games we're supposed to win, and
But the
then
problem is, Miami Hurricanes fans in general are not happy with that.
well,
But you
right now
have to get that point first.
I would be because if we win the games we're supposed to win, that means we'll win 9, 10 games every year.
Mm.
And I would rather be bitching, man, he can't win the big
Mm.
game, instead of saying he's losing to the shit teams.
Well,
And,
well,
and
here's the
then
thing.
all you have to do is work on beating that big team. That's a
Well,
lot
well,
easier to work.
well, here's the thing. Bo's pushing 39. I'm 40. I don't know how old you are, but man, 5 more years of like, man, like enough is enough already, man. We want to win a championship. Will we see a championship in our lifetime, Sim City King?
Oh, I'm sure. Like I said, it may take Manny 5 years to do it. But as long as he's making progress in those 5 years, and then say he hits it in year 5, okay. It took Butch 5 years to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It took Howard 5 years to do it.
Wait a minute, But you're talking about Butch Davis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't technically win the championship, but he almost got us there, though.
We should
That
have
was
been.
his show.
Yeah.
Should have
He
been.
left on us.
We would have beat Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, they fucked us
Yeah.
on that shit.
But we would have beat Oklahoma, and like I said, I don't care if he left. They all leave. Jimmy left.
Mm.
Dennis Erickson left. Howard Spellenberg. They all leave. That's what
Mm-hmm.
coaches do. I ain't
Yeah.
mad at you for it. I ain't gonna lie. If it's the NFL knocking on my door, as much of a Hurricane fan as I am, I'm gonna dip on their ass too.
I mean, you got
Well,
to think back then the Browns offered him like 5 years, 25 million. That was big money back
see,
then for a coach.
see, here's the thing, Sim Shady King. We talked about this on King Shades Thursday night with what's his name, Derek Cole. He said this. Here's the thing about the whole Butch leaving. He the day before he left, he went on WQAM with Joe Rose and promised the Hurricane fans that he wasn't leaving, and then the next day he signed to the Browns. So that leaves a poor taste in the Hurricanes' mouth when they think about it.
We got breaking news.
Breaking news.
Tua is a starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
Get out of here. He only had 3 snaps.
Breaking the NYC Kane just posted it. I googled it 5 minutes ago. ESPN. Dolphins named Tua starting quarterback.
Wow.
Aren't they they got a winning? They're right there for the division right now. Wow. I thought they would stay with Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I mean, Tua only had 3 snaps at the end of the game. I mean, Fitzpatrick is doing okay. Let's see what happens.
I think that's a mistake. I think he should be on the sidelines with
Mm-hmm.
clipboard.
I mean, they just beat the 49ers badly. They beat the Jaguars. They're on like a 3-game winning streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe this ain't last season though. Beating the 49ers isn't saying a whole lot.
But they're right there. They're right there with the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills just lost yesterday. I mean, Bills are 4-2. Dolphins what 3-3? What is the Patriots? 3-3?
No, the Patriots are 2-3.
Oh, so you got the Dolphins right up there in the second, competing with the Bills. I mean, then go with this big change. That's a really ballsy call right there.
It is. Could it be the fans?
I still don't like putting rookie quarterbacks. Cleveland should be all the evidence you need not to do it.
Could it be because what's his name in L.A. is playing good? The Oregon kid?
The Herbert.
Herbert.
Yeah, you know what? I think the Dolphins should have gotten Herbert, to be honest with you, but I don't know. You know what? Tua only had 3 snaps towards the end, and that, I mean, if they're going on the 3 snaps that he did, then that must be the most stupid. Maybe we're not seeing something in practice, but he only had 3 snaps. Oh man.
Hey, Slim Shady, do you think Dabo will go to the NFL?
Everybody's got their price. It depends.
He's getting $10 million right now from Clemson.
Yeah, they would have to come with a big check,
guaranteed money,
and I would think a minimum of 7 years because it takes longer to turn around an NFL franchise than it does a college football team.
So you're thinking a 7-year, like $90 million guarantee, something like that.
Maybe not necessarily 90. I mean, at least 80.
Man, that's a what did the Raiders give Gruden? 100 million, 10 years?
Too much.
Man.
No.
And I'm saying this as a lifelong Bucs fan. I was born and raised in Clearwater. Gruden ran that team into the fucking ground. Gruden in the ownership.
I agree.
Now, here's the thing. Who do you think is the best college football coach that went to the NFL? You think Jimmy Johnson was probably up there?
Jimmy Johnson's the best one out of all of
them. Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be. And I had this conversation with somebody. I don't remember who it was, but when you start talking about Nick Saban as the best college coach or Bill Belichick as the best NFL coach, to me, you have to put Jimmy and Pete Carroll in a different category because those are the only 2 guys that have won it at both levels.
Super Bowl. Yeah, Pete Carroll's got to be there too, Hung. I forgot about him. He's got to be there.
Yeah, USC, yeah. Yeah, but Jimmy Johnson has more. Didn't Jimmy Johnson have more Super Bowls than him?
He's got 2 Super Bowls.
And how many national championships? Let's compare national championships and
he won
Super Bowls.
I think he won 1.
Jimmy won 1, right? And Pete Carroll won what? 2?
Last game.
Pete Carroll officially won 1.
Yeah.
But there was that 1 year where, like, the AP still kept USC at number 1, but I think it was LSU. I think it was the year Nick Saban won at LSU. LSU played in the BCS championship game, but the AP was really stuck on USC being the number
1
team. Man.
And Nick Saban tried to come to the NFL. Didn't work out great for him.
Most of them.
1 year, that was it.
You got to think But with him, he's a control freak, and you can't talk to the NFL guys like that no more. They make more money than you.
Well, I think the rumor was that the wife. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Belichick does,
yeah.
but they gotta
Well,
listen to him because they're the top notch every year.
I think the
Yeah,
rumor was the wife really wanted Saban out of Miami. I think that's what I heard. I think the wife wanted Saban out of there. The wife didn't like Miami.
which people, you know what? Going back to your point about Butch, literally the day before Saban was in Tuscaloosa, he was at a press conference saying, "I'm not the Alabama head coach."
Yeah, he did. He did it at when he put Dolphins. He said that. I mean, because you got to think your agent is back there working a deal. It's not complete yet, and you cannot be honest, especially if you're recruiting, saying, "Yeah, I'm talking to the Browns." Because if you don't, if that deal falls through, now you might have lost big time recruits.
Well, and it's not even that. Like use Butch as an example. Okay, Butch is on the radio. You know, usually it's on a morning radio show, and he's saying, "I'm staying here," and then the Browns got a hold of him that afternoon and just throw the bag at him.
Ooh,
Yeah, that could be true.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's what it could
Yeah.
be.
Well, it was it Derek who said it? Or was Cutler Laz? I think it was Laz. I'm not sure who said it, but they said something that in the fact that he lied to Hurricane fans. I don't know how it was though, man. But hey, look what happened with Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin lied to the Tennessee fans, and he went to the other USC or whatever. So they all fucking do
Now,
that shit.
I'll say this from where they interviewed him for that second ESPN 30 for 30. You can kind of see it written all over his face that he thinks that was the biggest mistake he ever made.
Yeah. I mean, shit, man. He could have been like the Nick Saban, man. He could have. Wow.
But his thing was he wasn't necessarily the best coach, but he was a cut above on recruiting, especially for finding, those lower tier guys that everybody wasn't necessarily trying to pick up that he could make really, really good, like Santana Moss.
Oh yeah, put Santana Moss on the track team, and then I'll have him on the walk on. Yeah, he did a lot of clever stuff like that.
I mean, look at his recruiting at North Carolina.
Yeah,
Putting them up with first round picks there.
But I mean, he had a good staff around him too. I mean, Greg Schiano was his D coordinator, and say what you want for him as a head coach. Larry Coker was at least a decent offensive coordinator because for as high as Miami fans hold him, Ken Dorsey was an average quarterback at
best.
I mean, look at that staff now. The tight end.
I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear it.
I mean, look at that staff. We had tight end coach was Chud. He was a head coach in the NFL. Pagano was the DB coach. Colt.
The next year.
Or next year. I mean, we had a staff. Mario Cristobal was on that staff. Art Kehoe, one of the greatest line coaches ever.
Randy Shannon was on that staff.
Yeah, Randy Shannon. I mean,
you know what? If the majority of fans get their wish and they run Blake Baker out, I'd take Randy back as D coordinator in a heartbeat.
You think Randy would come back?
I don't think so. I don't think the Hurricane fans would like it.
I'd take him back in a heartbeat. He's a good coordinator.
I
just don't think Randy will come back because of all the shit that went down when he was head coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Remember Whippleball?
Yeah.
He's at Pitt now.
And you notice that's been ever since, honestly, since Coker. That's been the problem, is keeping an offensive coordinator. Randy couldn't do it. Golden couldn't do it. Randy had 2 or 3. Golden had 2 or 3.
I'll tell you who I really liked at OC was Jed Fish. I really liked him, man.
Who was on staff in 2013 though? When we had when we had went to that Russell Athletic Bowl? Was it James Coley or that was after?
I think that was Coley.
Well,
That was the year
Yeah,
Steve Morris was quarterback.
that was his first year.
yeah, that was a good. I mean, we had a good offense for a few years, man. Just no defense with the whole D'Onofrio, but we had an all right offense in those through 13 and 14, I believe. No, 12 and 13, I believe we had a good offense.
But even in 13, the offense kind of clicked because Denzel Perryman was doing really good. God, it's when you had Sam Shields back there.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, the defense kind of clicked at 13.
Mm-hmm. Well, Sam Shields flipped to a wide receiver, and I believe wasn't Sam Shields with Shannon though?
Yeah, but he went with Golden though.
Oh, he went with Golden. Yeah, and they flipped him to receiver, right?
He was recruited as a wide receiver. But
oh, he went to
he
corner.
was recruited as receiver.
Yeah, and he went to corner. Yeah.
He was like a 4 or 5-star player.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of Sarasota or somewhere. Yeah. Man, I don't know.
Well, didn't he go to Green Bay and ball out?
Yeah, he played good there.
Yeah.
What's his name who got him?
The only one that went to the NFL that I thought would do good that didn't was Colin McCarthy. He was a hell of a linebacker when he was there. He was part of that really good defense in 09.
Yeah.
Well, Bo, it's 12. I got to get out of here. You want to wrap up the show, or you want to keep going on a little long?
Hey, Slim Shady, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Hi, boss.
And yeah, we'll wrap it up. Wrap it up.
All right. I mean, we haven't been reading the comment sections. Mike Williams, Dabu will leave at some point. He might go to the Jets with the Lawrence. Well, hey, listen, Mike Williams, Krisenberg, I hope we said your last name, NYC Kane, Goose Sports. Hey, thanks for everyone tuning in. If you didn't like the channel, please press the like button. If you're not subscribed, you could subscribe. And hey, we're out of Gilbert Gonzalez.
Yeah, Bert, we're getting off. We're done.
Yeah, you just missed us, bro. We just missed us. But we'll probably be on tomorrow morning, so you catch us.
We might go on evenings. We don't know yet, but we're trying to figure our schedule out here. We're getting together, but hey, we appreciate everyone listening.
Yeah, definitely hit up that notification and see when we go on.
If you hit the bell, you'll tell you we're going on. So hit the bell.
Yeah, everyone hit that bell, press that like button, and hey, man, tune in for the next show. We're out of here.